Thank you for watching and listening. It's just something I want to rant about. You know how people will call you crazy whenever you talk about your experiences, and especially if it's a paranormal experience. And I just want to tell you guys out there to, if it's something that you have experienced, and don't be don't be afraid, you know. And to be frank, before I found out everything, when we were still living at Block 748, whenever we told the stepmother, hey, there's something in the house is haunted and things like that, she will be quick to call you crazy, be very generally very dismissive. And until one day she said so herself, don't leave me alone in the house, teman mak tak takut rumah ni ada hantu. She said so herself, accompany me, I'm afraid to be alone in this house. And yet they gaslight you. The funny thing about people is that they want, because out of fear, they want to dismiss you in front of everybody. They want you to be seen as crazy. And then when you're alone, when they ask you to accompany them, or they come to you to tell their story. So this is the general thing I've experienced. I have people, when I share the stories about the paranormal activities and the things that I've experienced, they be quick to call, you need therapy, you're crazy, there's something wrong with you, things like that. And then they usually do this in groups. But then when they're alone, when I'm alone, they come up to me and tell me the same thing. Oh my, I had this so-called acquaintance from she's from India, and she's one of those toxic ones, a very nasty older woman. She was like competing with me and other females for some reason. I don't get it. You're already in your 60s. Why are you competing with women? Why are you mocking and making fun of other women's body? I'll talk about that some other time. So she was the one who said, I'm crazy. You'd say there are ghosts everywhere, even though the person who said there's ghosts everywhere is her daughter-in-law when we went for barbecue. And then she turned around and said, I'm the one who said it. So this kind of narcissistic people with issues, right? So of course she started saying I'm crazy and whatnot. And then some other time when I'm alone, oh, I experienced the same thing. My stepmother did ritual on my father, and then my father listened to him and listened to her and transferred all the assets and things like that. And she's not the first person who's like that. They will dismiss you, they call you crazy, and they become more aggressive to hammer you down, because they're projecting their fear onto you. Okay, they're projecting their fear onto you, to keep you quiet, because they are scared. Cowards are like that. Cowards don't want you to speak up, even though you're the one who have to go through it, because they can't deal with it. They're uncomfortable, or they're scared because of their own fear. Why should you be silent? So she's not the first person to say that. And as it turned out, the stepmother was practicing Satanist. And all the people who were so quick to dismiss, or very aggressive, excessively aggressive, half the time, not half the time, 90% of the time, they are the one who practice it themselves. And I find it really funny. You call me crazy, you call the people who went through it crazy, or you need therapy and blah, blah, things like that. And then you come to me to talk about your experiences. But in front of everyone, you want to be seen as the cool, as the sane one. You make fun of me, you belittle me, and in front of everyone. But when I'm alone, your truth, you keep telling your truth to me, you keep telling your experiences to me. And after a certain point, yeah, I'm the type to keep quiet, but now not anymore. Okay, so if the moment you're behaving that way to me, I will tell everyone. So there was another time I had this Christian friend. Of course, she said, I think you have bipolar lah, whatever, things like that. The next thing I know, some other time, she came to me and said, yeah, the temple beside me is haunted. I think the place I live at is haunted. I got experiences, things like that. Come on. You're so quick to label people crazy and all that. You try to make the victim, the people who went through it, think there's something wrong with them. And then after that, you dare to go to the person to tell them what you have experienced. That you experienced something similar. So, understand these people are always projecting onto you, whether it be their fear or whatnot. And some people, they want to act cool, they want to seem like the cool because they're so insecure. And every single situation, it's always the insecure one who was the most aggressive, the most consistent in trying to silence you. Because why? Because they don't want you to find out that they are one of them. They are also practicing it. They also have the same experience. There's two types. Either they experience it themselves and they're so scared to speak up, or they are the one who have been doing it to other people. So stand your ground, and sometimes people who stand their ground can be liars too. So use your own discernment. Thank you for watching and listening.